So a lot of us here are involved in philanthropic activities, and it is a very fulfilling pursuit. And I'm going to share my journey of compassion and social service. I grew up in the tea estates, and I grew up as the only child of my parents, where I was close to the nature, where I was close to animals, where I was close to insects, birds. They were my siblings. So I grew up with them. Getting home an injured animal, getting home an injured bird, was never questioned. My parents never questioned me why. And I just grew up very naturally having compassion. And then I got married. I was blessed with 3 beautiful girls and a very, very supportive husband, and a very, very promising career in education. But you know, God has its own mysterious ways of giving you your awakening. And I was walking down the streets of Shialda one day. And I do walk down because our old house is there. We had shifted because we had to renovate our flat. And I saw these 3 children eating out of the garbage. And I had a lump in my throat, and I got them home and I fed them. And I asked them, will you please come tomorrow? I will teach you. And I will feed you. And they agreed. And that's how my journey started. And today we are catering, thank you. Today we are catering to 1,000 children and 500 women. And it so happened that I want to talk a little bit about life in the streets, rural and urban, the mindset they have. You know, we are very blessed where we are living. It is a jungle out there. Children, I just want to give a small example. Children are basically, they tie themselves up at night and they sleep so that if there is any movement, you know, they can wake up and they can protect each other. That's the life in the streets. In the urban basti and rural, domestic violence is a natural thing. I deserve it. You know, they grow up with this mindset. And I want to share this story of Munni and Baby and Mithu Das, as you can see. Munni and Baby are the slides, yeah, these two. These 2 children, their mother was a bar dancer, and the mother took the children to Jharkhand. We had to save them and bring them back. These are small victories, but huge victories for us. And we brought them back. Today, Munni is preparing to be a teacher in our organization. Baby is still studying. The mother is working in a dhaba. And it was very hard convincing the mother to work in a dhaba where she was getting easy money. But she did that for her girls. And then Mithu Das, where domestic violence had grown. Mithu Das, she had 1 cow and her husband used to sell milk. Today, 10 years of the journey with us. She's bought her own little house. Her daughter is working as a staff in our organization and has bought a scooty in EMI, which I take rides on whenever I go for my field trips. And the son is studying in class 9. So these are huge, huge victories. Now, how has social service and compassion actually impacted my life? That is what we are talking. My innings, my second innings. So it's a ripple effect. Today I have my girls who grew up with the organization like their sibling. The organization became their sibling. From the age of 3 and 5, my girls have been supporting the cause. My friends have been supporting the cause. My parents, my husband, they've all been supporting the cause. And I want to conclude by saying one thing. You know, if you all take that one person and try to change that one person's life, you're basically changing that person's whole world. It's the whole world you're changing. And that is divine itself. Thank you.